number one, turn the machine on. I like this guy. I got an awesome new TIG welder from Eastwood. It is AC/DC, which means it will weld aluminum and steel. I am a noob when it comes to welding aluminum. I've only done it a couple times and it was not very good. So I made a post on Facebook and Instagram and I said, hey guys, tell me how to weld aluminum. I'm gonna only learn from the comments on both of those threads and we'll see how it goes. So let's see if we can't figure some stuff out. First thing we got to do is get it put together. Obviously, all the hoses and everything needs hooked up. I also need to hook up a argon bottle. Whenever you're TIG welding, you want straight argon, not mixed. So I'm going to get all that ready, and then we will dig into these comments and see if we can't figure out what the hell we're doing. Check it out. It's actually on right now. It's super quiet. I don't know what you can tell, you know, on camera or not, but it's very surprising how quiet it is considering it's a big machine. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with steel. I'm gonna do a couple welds on steel because I can weld steel just fine. I'm a pretty good TIG welder with steel. And then once I know that everything is working okay, we'll switch over to aluminum and see if we can't hopefully make a decent aluminum weld. With the comments I got, some of them are pretty good comments, some of them are bad. Some guys were like, just turn it up as high as you can, see what happens. That's a crazy idea, I think, but we're gonna go through them and see what we can come up with. But for now, I'm just gonna weld some steel real quick. Okay, we definitely got the steel dialed in, but I knew how to weld steel. I'm running it a little too hot because the only filler wire I have apparently here is giant. It's like 1/4 inch, which is way too big. Running a lot of heat and trying to dump it in there, but either way, that's fine. Those are plenty good for steel. I got real hot on that one. But that's not what this video is about. I don't do a ton of aluminum welding. I've probably only done it a handful of times in my entire life. I certainly wasn't very good at it. So I was very excited to get this machine. Not only can it do aluminum, but it's got a lot better sensitivity for doing steel, so I can do sheet metal a lot easier. TIG welder I have right now, it doesn't really have the control in it that this machine is gonna have. I thought it would be funny to just ask social media. So I made a post on Facebook, I made a post on Instagram, I made a post on TikTok. I said, hey guys, I'm gonna weld aluminum. Give me some tips. The fact that I even asked for help on there, I had probably 10 guys tell me I was dumb. I had one guy tell me, if you don't have a $10,000 machine, don't even start, which that was just crazy to me. Like, I guess you can't be a beginner. You have to just jump right to a $10,000 machine or don't bother learning. That was crazy. When he posted that, he got flamed by about 10 different people. He ended up deleting his comment, which was hilarious. But obviously, I could get on YouTube and find thousands of videos of how to weld aluminum, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to see what people would say. Now, some of these responses are going to be from people you know. Some of these guys have giant YouTube channels, and then some of these are just regular Joes who, you know, don't even really post that much on the internet. They're just giving advice. So let's go through the comments and messages we have received. We will start with everybody's favorite, Puddin. If you aren't following Puddinsfabshop here on YouTube, I don't know what you're doing. He does a lot of great content, and not only is he funny, but he's a hell of a fabricator. This was his advice. Fire that baby up and give her enough juice until you see a puddle. It ain't gonna be like steel, promise you that. Just go for it. It'll hold or it won't. That's it for options. If that don't teach you how to do aluminum, I don't know what will. That's the most pudding advice I've ever heard in my life. I mean, Puddin, he's going for it and I love it. Fire that baby up and give her enough juice until you see a puddle. Okay, as far as our first line of advice goes, I'm loving that one. Very, very happy. That's good. Our next one is Caseyscustoms. Caseyscustoms has an awesome channel here on YouTube as well. He does a lot of cool stuff. His advice is don't watch me, that's for sure. Clean, 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 use a stainless brush. Okay, we need to make sure the metal is very clean. And I actually have a stainless wire wheel on my bench grinder, so that's good. Our third one is from Robbie Layton. Robbie Layton has a newer YouTube channel, but I think he's already at like 165K. He's growing faster on YouTube than anybody I've ever seen, and I kind of want to punch him in the mouth for it. I've known Robbie for about 10 years. He's a really good guy. He's a young guy, but he does a lot of great work. This is his advice, which I kind of like the most. I don't know shit, except don't touch the tungsten in the puddle. That's also great advice. These guys are really giving us a lot of good stuff. This is Luke Merrill from 10Man2 Customs here on YouTube. The puddle isn't nearly as defined with aluminum. Try and shove the filler more into the puddle, almost like soldering. This will make more sense whenever you're welding. Okay, that's good to know. Got to be a lot cleaner and more sanitary. Clean everything, wipe everything down. Okay, good to know. Low and slow gets the job done in very, very clean metal. Other than that, it's just like using a bigger soldering gun. Clean, clean, clean. But everybody is being very, very anal about making sure it's clean. So we need to make sure we do that. Wipe everything down with acetone before you do it. Aluminum takes more amps than you would think to start the puddle. So if you're using your pedal, make sure you give it a lot of throttle at the beginning and then back it down. That's very good to know. So far, we've got a lot of really good info. Apparently, we need to really make sure everything is clean. Just be really, really anal about that. I've said anal twice now, and I'm trying not to laugh, so stop looking at me like that, Richard. You are going to learn some new cuss words. At the end of the day, you just take some practice and just be patient. That's actually really good advice. Practice, practice, practice. Crank it up, arc it long, and grind it good. That's a really good one. Rule number 1, turn the machine on. I like this guy. Make sure you clean everything. Okay, so we're hearing a lot of make sure it's clean, and a lot of people just saying you got to crank up your amps more than you think. So I'm going to use both of those as advice. I think we're just going to start digging in. Okay, so I have some thicker angle iron. It's not that thick. It's only like 1/8 inch. I really wanted a super thick piece, but I couldn't find one. The steel place, they're usually like an hour wait, and I didn't want to wait around that long for them for a piece of scrap. But I'm going to start with that since it's a little bit thicker. This is very thin intercooling pipe, but this is what I want to be welding because this is what I would be doing more often. We're going to do more turbos and more fun stuff like that in the future. So being able to fuse that is my main goal. But I'm obviously going to start with this being a lot thicker. So let's get it all cleaned. I'm going to probably sand it with like, I don't know, 180 grit just to kind of smooth it out, and then maybe hit it with a wire brush, and then we'll wipe it all down with acetone. So let's do that. I have no idea if anything's where it needs to be. Whoa! That sounds crazy. I think I'm way too hot. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Now, the one thing I know about aluminum is when it's hot and when it's cold, you can't tell the difference. So that just looks like normal aluminum. That's probably 500 degrees right now. Okay. Are we going to try and actually put two pieces together? I think we are. I think we're basically experts at this point. I mean, we made like 2 tack welds. I'm ready to be a professional aluminum welder. Ooh. Oh, shit! That was through the glove. Wow, that's hot. Holy shit, that's hot. Okay, I am not taking these off, just in case. I need to get a clamp. I'm gonna pause you for a second. All right, we're gonna try and actually make a weld. I got 50 cent on. I mean, how can we go wrong? It's old 50 cent too. All right, let's try and make a weld, baby. Like a baby bone dead. I can spit at your dang. Ooh, that looks like dog shit. Tungsten is not looking great. Does that make me quit off? Wow. They know how to pretend. Damn it, why do I got a crater at the end? Am I too hot? Maybe I'm too hot. These don't look bad. I'm happy. This is so hot. It's so hot. Oh my god. Yo, aluminum is crazy. Holy shit. That looks amazing. Am I the best aluminum welder ever? What? What? That looks fucking good. I am actually shocked how good that looks. We're gonna have to start adding some filler rod though. Oh my god, why is this is easier than it should have been? You got the really. Okay, that was my first dumb thing. That was very dumb. I almost, oh wow, the ground is hot. I almost just welded the ground straight to it because I'm an idiot. By the way, it is very late and I did not sleep enough last night because your boy is trying to work and he's trying to make YouTube content and I'm rambling, baby. I think I probably need to redo my tungsten because it's probably getting dirty at this point, but I want to see if I can add a little bit of filler. Oh wow, you know what? I think my filler's dirty even though it's brand new. That's the only thing that's causing porosity. Wow, look at that. Brand new filler rod. Look at that. That's where my porosity just came from. That's crazy. Alright, I definitely don't need filler. The way the joint is, I got the edge up just a little bit and I don't need filler. So I'm gonna sharpen up my tungsten and see if we can't run a bead just down the edge. That looks like shit because there's too much filler in it, but I mean, I'm just learning, so I'm okay with it. These actually look really good. I'm extremely surprised. Alright, so I've been practicing, really looking good. I'm gonna try and lay one down real good on this one, and then we're gonna go to our pipe. Oh, what? Am I the best aluminum welder ever? Maybe. All right, so, I mean, obviously I'm joking, but come on. That's not bad. Wow, I don't hate it. One cool thing about aluminum, you can really see your problems in the weld after you're done, because right there you could tell I had it angled wrong, and so my gas wasn't hitting right, so it just kind of bubbled up and did shit. But shit, I mean, come on, look at these. These ain't bad. I think we're ready to go to the tube. Ah, that's gonna be true. I was so cocky 5 minutes ago and it is gone. Yeah, we need a lot sharper tungsten. All right, we got a sharp tungsten. I think we're good now, maybe not, probably not. I really botched that side right there. Ooh. It's so thin I have to use filler, I think. Still too hot, I think. Shit! Now I gotta fix this blowout. That's upsetting. I was doing real good until I blew it out, and now I'm trying to fix the blowout. Whew, that got bad quick there. Whoa! We were doing so good. We were doing so good, and then we blew it out. Oh! It was welding perfect, and all of a sudden I was like, what the hell, what happened? The plastic creeper here melted. That's not bad. I am really happy. I am super excited about this machine. I'm like probably only 45 minutes in and I absolutely love it. Eastwood is absolutely the best. I'm so happy. And one cool thing with my partnership with Eastwood, really my partnership with anybody, is people see, they send me something and all of a sudden I need to tell you everything I love about it. It doesn't work that way. I can actually say it sucks if I want to. I've had to do it a couple times. It doesn't suck though. I absolutely love it. So very, very happy. I literally welded aluminum maybe 2 or 3 times before this, and I'm really happy. I'm gonna let all this cool down and hit it with a wire wheel so we can kind of look at the welds a little bit together, but I am extremely, extremely happy. Certainly aren't perfect. I'm sure everybody watching is a better welder, better aluminum welder than me, but that's the internet, so I'm sure. But I am very happy. I know for a fact that these would both hold, and I'm 99% sure that one's airtight. I am really happy. It's late and I'm tired, but I'm gonna let these cool off. We'll clean them up a little bit and we'll take a look at them. All right, check them out. Got them cleaned up. This one is not great. Thin stuff, I definitely need a lot of work on. I just wasn't expecting to need filler wire, which obviously you do. You need it when you need filler wire when you're doing sheet metal. So I don't know why I wouldn't think that, but I need to get a lot better with that. Kind of had a little rhythm going, and then I blew right through, and then you got to gob it on to get it through, and then it just kind of went to shit from there. But it's together, it's solid, and that's about all I can say to it. It's together solid. This one I'm really proud of. That's not bad, considering that's like 3 or 4 different starts and stops. And then there's not bad at all. That's pretty good. I mean, I'd take that every day of the week. Like I said, I'm sure people are better than me, but that's part of the fun. This is my probably 3rd time welding aluminum, and probably the first time in 10 years. I haven't done it. Haven't done it at all. And also, one cool thing, I was still using the finger trigger on the TIG torch. This works, but it doesn't have the same control that your foot pedal does. I think this is more of an on and off, whereas your foot pedal, you can kind of lean in and actually get it more amps. So I can actually get a lot more control, I think, with the foot pedal, but I just like the finger trigger. So I'm super happy. This was a lot of fun. So this actually worked out pretty good. Just getting my advice from social media, from messages and comments. People were right about the cleanliness. You really got to be super clean. Almost every time I messed up was from some sort of a contamination. The bad one I had in the pipe, the plastic melted on my creeper. There was a little bit of plastic chunk in there, and on aluminum, that just blows everything up. It's a horrible process whenever that happens. Steel, it's not so much. It would still be a pain in the ass, but basically just ruins your whole part whenever something like that happens. So that was very, very true. All those guys were right. So I think this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys very much. Thank you to Eastwood. I absolutely love it. I would recommend it. Really, really great machine, especially considering it's not $5 grand. Most AC DC machines are very, very expensive. Everything I welded, I didn't even have anything close to being turned up, so I know it's got a ton more power if you needed a lot more. I think what I'm gonna do in my next couple videos is do some sheet metal repair with it. Steel sheet metal repair, probably not aluminum. I am gonna work some more on the tubing because I suck at that, and I do wanna weld up the tubing probably on the 51. I think it would look better welded up. I think it would work better welded up than just having a bunch of little silicone joints. I'm definitely gonna be working on that, but stay tuned for the channel. You're gonna see me using that on a lot more sheet metal stuff on this big girl right here. Also, if you're not familiar with the channel, I'm cutting the living hell out of a 65 Mustang. All this video is going to be coming up here pretty shortly, but we're digging in. It's go time on this baby. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff they tell you to do at the end of videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace.
I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind, I can't lie.